How's it going, everybody? Level M Diecast bringing you something kind of cool, kind of different, kind of experimental, I guess you could say. We haven't really covered much of big scale here on the channel, but I wanted to showcase a couple of new things. Did pick up some new Solidos, and I think that this is kind of a cool way to try out something new on the channel. This is the LBWK R35 GTR. This one comes with the chassis mounted wing, which is in the back. It's a pretty nice model. Now, Solidos are kind of mid-level models. They're not super high-end. They're not low-end, you know, like Maesto is. But, you know, they're mid-scale, you know, high quality, high good detail. But they don't have a whole lot of features. Pretty much every Solido has one feature to it. So, for instance, this guy will have opening doors. That's it. Wing is a separate piece to be added onto the back. We'll go over that. We'll kind of figure out how we're going to crack them open. But I have a couple more, so we're not just going to stick it to the GTR. Also have this 1979 Le Mans winner Porsche R35, 935, sorry, and stuck on the LBWK there. This is from their competition line, which is essentially all race cars. Some of the stuff's a little bit different. But this one is a very, very, very nice one. I do like this one particularly well. This has one little piece to add on. You do add on the antenna on the top, which is floating around in the box somewhere. You see the strap on there. This guy does have opening doors. That's it. There's no moving body work. You know, hood and latch and all that stuff doesn't open, but still a very, very nice high-end model. And then the very last one, just three of them for this kind of preview showcase. This is the McLaren F1 GTR. This is just the standard deco. You know, no particular sponsorship or nothing like that on there. You see that this doesn't have that competition logo on there. If this was decoed up as a race car, it would be in the competition line. So this guy also has opening doors, and of course they roll, and they do have steering, and they are die cast. They are not resin or anything like that. So there is the back of the box. So we'll just go ahead and show you how this works. Just pull the box open just like every other 1/18 scale. Let it slide right out. It does have nice hard corners. Set the box to the side. Then of course they are just screwed in there. They have a little plinth in there that does tell you what the model is. So McLaren F1 GTR. It is screwed in. So we'll just take our screwdriver. We'll just do one real quick, just to go through the process, and then the rest of them we will do off camera and just bring you the model so you guys don't have to sit there and watch the whole process. Now I do keep the boxes for the Solidos because they are, you know, mid-level, you know. Everything else I have, big scale, Maesto, all those kind of stuff, I toss the boxes. I don't keep them. I don't keep the plastic plinths that they sit on. I don't keep those either. But the Solidos I do keep because they are higher end models. So these retail anywhere from about 50 to 85 bucks a piece, depending on where you buy them from. Always cheaper to buy them online. The problem is you have to get them shipped. So be very careful. This guy does have the antenna on the top, so you want to make sure that that doesn't do anything with it. Just pulls right off the little placard there. Little piece of plastic in the back just to hold the model together. And then we'll go ahead and, since we're going to keep this particular plinth, keep the screws in there. We're going to throw it right back in the box. The screw to cooperate with us right there. The flaps to cooperate with this. There you go. Close the box back up. There you go. Empty box. This is our McLaren. We'll go ahead and grab our trusty scissors. Very, very gently. Just cut that little piece of plastic. Take it off. There is our McLaren F1. Like I said, they do steer. It is die cast. They're not like ridiculously fragile. You know, they're just like having a Maesto, but they're just a little bit better detail. It does have opening doors. They do not stay up. Pretty good detail in there. Center mounted seat, all that good stuff like that. Pull this around, showcase some details. Have the big windshield wiper on the front there. Details through the side. Tires looks pretty good. Does have some print. The rotor does rotate separately from the caliper, which is accurate the way that they should be. A lot of manufacturers don't do that. And then just the other side, a little bit of detail. You can see all the switch gear and stuff in the front there, the shifter. Pretty good details in there. I do like this color in particular as well. Nice details on the back. It says GTR, McLaren F1. A little bit of print inside the window there, but of course nothing else on this moves. Doesn't do anything. The other thing about these models I don't particularly like is that it's just one axle that runs through, especially in the back, but the rest of it is pretty nice. No particular details on the bottom. It's just pretty standard rudimentary stuff. It is definitely meant to be just a display model. So that one looks fantastic. So what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and get the other ones cracked open. We'll showcase those. And then, of course, we are going to add the wing to the GTR in real time because I think that's important. So we'll be right back. All right, everybody. See, we have our 935 Porsche in the back. It does have a little antenna right there on the top that you add on. It is loose, though, so I'm not sure if you're supposed to glue it or not. But it just pops right off. So I'll probably glue it on there just to make sure that it stays on there. This Porsche does have opening doors, which allows you to see some pretty nice detail inside. Fire extinguisher and stuff in there. All the shifters, switch gears look pretty good. The steering wheels do turn with the wheels, so that's a very, very nice touch. This particular Porsche has a lot of details on the outside, especially with all these kill switches and stuff on the bottom of the windshield. Those are all three-dimensional and added on. They look very, very good. Headlights look pretty good, all integrated. Very, very nice details on the wheels. Tires look very, very nice. Very nice details on the back, something you definitely can't see inside the box. Some prints and stuff up underneath that big, huge wing. Looks amazing. You can see how much bigger and wider this model is from the standard Porsche. Looks pretty good, though. Porsche Kramer. It's a pretty nice model. Really, really like this one a lot. Try to get this without the antenna falling out. I was like, we'll just take the antenna out. There's quite a bit of detail in the casting there, although it's just, molded plastic, so not all that great, but it is there. So take what we can get for sure. Kind of set him back there, looking pretty nice. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are really, really, really wanting to see this one. This is the R35 Liberty Walk, and yes, it does have steerable wheels in the front, especially if you want to give it a little bit of that stance look. It does have a chassis mounted wing. The wing is a separate piece. It is all plastic, but it is decoed up pretty nice. Got prints on there for all the bolts and stuff like that. Looks pretty good. Just has these 4 spots. So we'll go ahead and see how this attaches in the back. See, there is chassis holes there. Pretty good detail with the exhaust. Looks pretty good. Wish there's a little bit more metallic looking than that, but that still looks pretty good. So just put our chassis mounted wing. Be very, very gentle. It is a very small piece. Let's see here. There we go. Very, very nice. Just sits right in there. Oh, man, I love chassis mounted wings. I actually really would love to put one of these on my Charger because I think that would just look super badass. It'd be kind of blasphemous to put it on a Charger, I will admit, but I think it would look super, super cool. So there is the full Liberty Walk effect. Now, this is not the first color for this particular casting. Solido's done a couple of other colors, so this is just the most recent. This just happens to be the one that I picked up. I think they did a green and an orange before. Now they have blue. So we'll get our door open. It is right-hand drive on this particular GTR, so we'll get this door closed. We'll go open this other door. Very, very difficult to get the doors open. So let's see if we can. I have one of those. There we go. So there is the details on the inside. See the inside of the GTR, which is pretty, you know, same. Then there is your steering. Looks pretty good. Doors fit very, very good. Very, very flush. They do have that really nice hinge in there as well. Again, rotors, you know, rotate separate from the brakes. It's exactly how it should be. A little bit of details on the base, not much. You know, pretty rudimentary. Again, just a solid axle in the back. These models do look super, super cheap from underneath, but really all your goodness is from the top here. Of course, no opening features. It doesn't do anything else. So just kind of what it is. So that one looks pretty good, actually. I really like that one a lot. I was actually pretty surprised about that one. Porsche is fantastic. And of course, the very first one we take a look at, which was the McLaren. So there you go. Just kind of wanted to bring a little bit of 118 to this channel. Let me know what you guys think about those. I think those was a pretty interesting trio to start with. I particularly like the Porsche a lot. I do like the GTR just for the chassis mounted wing, but of course, nobody can deny a very, very nice McLaren F1 GTR. So drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think about those. I do want to bring more 118 scale to the channel. That is definitely going to happen at some point in time. I think this is kind of a cool little showcase just to kind of throw that out there. And, you know, Solido is definitely going to be making some more, making up more of my collection in the future. So we're going to roll out. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Love. Peace.